So you're probably in a transaction right now and you're wondering if anything could go wrong. Well, honestly, anything could go wrong. So what I'd recommend is to prepare yourself so that when anything does happen during the middle of the transaction, any hiccups along the way, you're well informed and prepared. So without further ado, let's get on with these tips. What is going on? Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing if you find value in my videos. I upload videos just like this every week, so you don't want to miss out. So in this video, I have 5 tips I want to share with you guys about what can go wrong when it comes to getting in contract with a home that you like or getting in contract with a home that you're selling. Like, these 5 tips are some typical things that can occur. So what I'd recommend is to prepare yourself and be well educated on why it happens, so that way you could avoid it from happening in the first place, or be prepared. So the first tip I have for you guys is the projected close date. A lot of times when you're submitting an offer on a home or you receive an offer on your home, there's normally a scheduled projected close of escrow date. It could either be 20 days, 30 days, 45 days, however long it takes. It will vary depending on the terms that you want to put. And even though, for example, a projected closing date, if it was 30 days, if it takes longer than 30 days to close, that's pretty typical. A lot of times things happen. If not all parties agree on a certain item to be resolved, it can extend escrow. And if there's repairs that needs to be done to the home, that could also extend escrow. So definitely be prepared for that. And tip number 2 is, when you are writing up an offer on a home, the price you put on the offer contract is not necessarily the purchase price. You see, a lot of times when you see a home that is on the market, for example, it may be listed for $250,000, but the purchase price, it could be less, it could be higher, depending. So it's better not to get your hopes up on a specific number until it gets closer to the closing day. And vice versa, if you are submitting an offer on a home and you feel that the price that you submitted on was a little bit too high than what you really wanted, remember that you want to get in the door, and that's not necessarily the final price until after all disclosures and due diligence has been finished. And tip number 3 is, when you get in contract with a property that says as is don't necessarily mean as is. A lot of times what happens on these type of transactions are sellers know what the home needs. Maybe the seller knows that the home needs a roof, but the seller probably doesn't know that the home has termites. If you do your due diligence and you find that there are termites at the property, and you bring it up to the seller, they most likely will probably address that because they didn't know about it either. As is based off of situations where the seller knows the condition of the property. Before getting into contract with a property like this, make sure you ask the seller for all of the disclosures and any reports that they may have involving the property before you get in contract with this type of property. 4th tip is, I have removed all my contingencies. Now my deposit's gone if I cancel. Well, technically that is true, but if there is reasoning to why you had to cancel, even though all contingencies have been removed, you still might have a chance to getting your deposit back. But remember that this is only if you have right reasoning to cancel and the sellers are being difficult to talk with regarding your deposit. And remember, if you cancel without right reasoning, you may still receive your deposit back, but it may come with fees because there might be damage that have occurred because you wasted the seller's time, or there were certain fees that the sellers had to pay while you guys are in contract. Sometimes these fees can be taken out from your deposit. So if you do come across that, don't be surprised. So remember, if you have to cancel or remove any of the contingencies, make sure you are 100% sure. And the final tip, tip number 5, the offer that you sent has expired past 3 days and you still haven't heard an answer back from the sellers whether your offer was accepted or not. What do? Well, technically, if they do decide to take your offer, all you gotta do is write up a new contract with the updated date or send in an addendum, and your agent could definitely help you with this. So do not worry if you sent in an offer like a week ago and you still haven't heard anything back. Don't worry, your offer did expire, but this is really easy to correct. All you gotta do is talk to your agent, write up a new contract or addendum, and change the purchase agreement date, and you'll be on your way. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm curious as to what your thoughts are. Have you come in contact with any of these situations that I've mentioned before? Share a comment down below. I would like to know what your thoughts are and how you handled it with your agent. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, if you have not yet subscribed, definitely do so. If you like this video, thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. You believe there was value in it, and I will catch you next time. Peace out.